one night that we live tonight. Let's ride till we're out of sight. So far, so they never find out our halo.
What is going on, dudes? My Coach Cans and Nidokings, and today we finally have our team prepped for our IBL 13 week 13 match. Technically, playoffs round 1 versus Jose and the Seattle Seadras. So we barely made playoffs, which is awesome. Because we had I had a terrible match week 12, and we somehow won thanks to Milotic. MVP of the season for me, in my opinion. So anyways, I have battled Jose a total of four times in the past, and I've lost all 4. So, the odds are stacked against me, considering I'm also the lower seed. You know what? I'd love to win. I'd love to advance, because I know we can do it. I know we can do it. So anyways, I'm going to go over the team. The team is very similar to as it was last time. I don't think I changed any. I changed one Pokemon. I ended up dropping Haxorus, and you'll see for who in a little bit. So, anyways, we're going to get started here. His team is Zapdos, Garchomp, Tentacruel, Tyranitar, Cobalion, Gardevoir, Celebi, Cofagrigus, Swallow, Lickilickly, and Blaziken. They're above my head too, so you can always see that. So anyways, starting off, we're bringing Hazel. Hazel is a great Pokemon. Its coverage is just helps us out immensely. Psychic, Ice Beam, Aura Sphere, Earth Power with a Timid Nature, Max Speed, Special Attack. Outspeeds everything, I believe, except for Cobalion, which is very nice. I mean, it ties with Tentacruel and Zapdos and Celebi, so other than that, it's very nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Mew. Same reasons for the moves as last time. I didn't change Mew at all. Kate Upton here, I believe, is exactly the same. Ice Beam, Scald, Recover, Toxic, physically defensive, with Marvel Scale, so pretty cool stuff. And Bullbutt is who replaced Haxorus. So overall, Haxorus isn't great against this team because he's only got the one Pokemon, the Garchomp, that's weak to the Dragon-type moves. And overall, Garchomp is faster, so the Scarf Garchomp would still outspeed my Scarf Haxorus. So I ended up conversing with people, with Brendan actually, and we decided on Shuckaberry and Polion for that Garchomp. So this allows me to live an Earthquake, which is obviously really nice. And you're probably wondering why I'm running a Calm Nature. Well, Avalanche one-shots Garchomp after, I believe after Stealth Rocks with this amount of HP and a Careful Nature, so I don't have to lower, or a Calm Nature, so I don't have to lower any of my other stats. I don't know if it outspeeds anything anyway. Bullbutt should hopefully be very, very helpful for us. Avalanche is really good against, obviously, Zapdos, Garchomp, and Celebi, and Swallow. So, pretty cool stuff. Scald is just overall a good move. I believe Tentacruel might be his only resistance to it on his team, and Celebi. So overall, Scald is very nice. Stealth Rocks is good to get some chip damage on some of those Pokemon like the Zapdos. You know, the Gardevoir, the Celebi, Swallow. So pretty cool stuff. And then Knock Off to get rid of items on Pokemon. And it will hit hard on such as Celebi and Gardevoir and stuff like that. And if I can get rid of a Scarf off Garchomp, that would help. I mean, and overall, it probably wouldn't make a difference because... Well, actually, it wouldn't, because Gengar could outspeed. And yeah, so Uxie is still the same. Knock off Ice Punch, Iron Tail, U-Turn. That is not true. I changed this guy. So I decided to make it a physically attacking Uxie. I did put a little bit of a defense investment so it can survive. Oh, what exactly was it? I think it was, I don't know, Crunch from T-Tar or something like that. Anyways, I brought this thing super offensive. I'm bringing the Iron Tail mainly for the Tyranitar because that's the biggest threat to Uxie on his team. It'll also hit the Gardevoir super hard. It'll be very nice. Ice Punch obviously obliterates Garchomp. Does a ton of damage to Zapdos. Will do pretty good damage to Celebi and Swallow as well. And then U-Turn obliterates Celebi. That's the reason I'm bringing it in. Also gives me a pivot option. Knock Off is the same reason I was bringing it on Bullbutt. So pretty cool stuff. That gives me another option for Celebi. So yeah, we're rocking max HP, a lot of attack, and only a little bit of defense, just so I can live a what gets Knock Off on his team? I don't even remember. But yeah, I think Lickilicky might get it, but that's not important. So, anyways, pretty cool stuff. Gengar is exactly the same as it was. Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, Hidden Power, Ice, and Focus Blast. I wish I'd run Sludge Wave. I mean, overall, I don't think that little bit will make that much of a difference. The reason I did this is obviously I wanted Sludge Wave, and then I ended up wanting to put Sludge Wave on it afterwards, but that's only an event, so I ended up going with Sludge Bomb because I had to. Same stats as last time, enough speed to outspeed max speed Cobalion, max special attack, and then the other 12 EVs, one in each defense stat. Yeah, so, and then finally we have Toothpick, the Mudsdale, with AV, Close Combat, Earthquake, Heavy Slam, and Rock Slide. This thing will be very, very nice to have, because overall it's just good against his team. Obviously the Tentacruel cannot do that much, actually, to Mudsdale. So Tentacruel, and this is like max special attack, Modest Toothpick actually matches up super well against it. It hits really well on everything on his team. The only things I'd be hesitant to leave it in on would be Celebi and Tentacruel. Everything else, this thing can handle it, so it's really nice. So, yeah, that is the team we're going to bring. Hopefully we can pull out a match. We can pull out the win. I'm nervous for this match, so see you in the battle. Alrighty, what is going on, dudes? My name is Other Team. I'm Coach Canson Nidokings. Today we have our Week 13 IBL battle, also the playoffs round 1 versus Jose and the Seattle Seadras. Anyways, you should definitely, well, it's not going to be a separate video. It was 6 minutes. And it's going to be cut down anyway because that's what I like to do. But anyways, we're going to get going here. I'm super nervous for this match. My first ever playoff match. So, I'm very, very nervous for this battle. We're ready to go. Oh, I'm so nervous to see what he brings. Because last time he brought, what, Zapdos, Tentacruel, Garchomp, Licky, and I don't remember the other two. Let's see what he brought here. Okay, I should get up a notepad, actually, quickly. Sweet. Interesting team. Straight up looking at his team, I want to lead Brainchild, I think. Because Brainchild should outspeed Tyranitar. And I should just be able to U-turn off whatever he wants to have in there. And with Brainchild's bulk, it should be able to live an attack from Zapdos. As well as Garchomp. Because obviously Earthquake doesn't affect it, so I'm going to write down his team. So he has Celebi, which is his first time bringing it against me this time. So I'm worried about the Garchomp being Scarfed. Stupid cat, shut up. Oh! Tentacruel! I can actually deal with that. Okay, he mentioned his nicknames for the battle were going to be all the frozen characters. So, anyways, I don't have a psychic move, which is unfortunate, but I could go for a nice knockoff here. I sort of think he's going to go for Toxic Spikes. I like to go knockoff here. Because he could expect a psychic move. I don't have a psychic move. I almost regret that. I don't know what I'd replace for it. Maybe knockoff. Well, he's going to go for knockoff too. And he gets a crit. Alright, your black sludge is gone and my leftovers are gone. Well, a pretty even turn if I say so myself. So I'm going to U-turn out. Okay, he is going to switch, that's nice. He's going to go into Anna, who is Zapdos. Okay. I want to look up the calc. That might be a defensive Zapdos. I want to check and see if that's offensive or defensive, because if it's offensive, that's actually amazing. U-turn does 5 to 7%. I think that was a bit more than that. Okay, so it looks like it's an offensive set, if I had to guess. So I'm going to go into Phantom here. Okay, so I'm free to go for a Sludge Bomb here. What the fuck? I just pulled the tip out of my freaking stylus. How the hell did that happen? Alrighty, so I am free to go for a Sludge Bomb. He does have 3 Pokemon that do resist it, but at the same time, that's my best bet for sure. Because it'll be my strongest move overall. Stronger than Shadow Ball, and hits everything. I mean, Shadow Ball does too, but Sludge Bomb is my strongest move. So let's see how much damage this does. Okay, get the poison. I'm gonna go for U-turn. If he goes into Garchomp here, I know it's Scarfed. Because Hidden Power Ice would wreck that thing. I want to actually calc and see how much it would be. Hidden Power Ice is a guaranteed OHKO. But, so if he sends this thing in, I know it's Scarfed. Maybe he's also trying to bluff a Scarf. Because that's actually awesome that HP Ice is a guaranteed OHKO. The fact that he's hesitating makes me think that Garchomp is Scarfed. No, it isn't Scarfed. Did that Zapdos show leftovers? I missed it. Okay, he goes into Tentacruel, which makes sense. I kind of wish it was carrying Psychic for this reason. So I want to see how much overall that a Shadow Ball would do to Tentacruel. So Tentacruel, Shadow Ball is up to 50%. Okay, it can do about 50%. I mean, in all honesty, that's not a bad trade. So I'm going to go for Shadow Ball here. Yep, it seems that you're a defensive set. You're going to go for Knockoff here. I'm going to live that. I know I will. I think I'll take it out, actually. I don't think it's as much of a roll as I think it'll be. So I'm going to go for Shadow Ball again. He's going to switch. He's going to go into Kristoff, which I assume is T-Tar. Indeed it is. I'd love for you to get a special defense drop, Phantom. %, man. I get them 10%. I'm gonna go for Focus Blast. Straight up, there's no point not to. I'm trying to play like I did with my match versus Roshi, where I'm just hyper, like, I'm on the offense, I'm pushing the boundary, I'm on the attack the entire game. Because that's what won me the game against Roshi, because he had nothing to switch into my... Oh gosh, that was weird. Nothing to switch into my Gardevoir. In this case, I don't obviously have a Gardevoir, but I have the situation that I want. He's gonna switch. He's gonna go into Sven. Garchomp. Not bad. Alright, so now the question is, let's see here if he's Scarfed. He is indeed Scarfed. Okay. But now he's forced to switch. So I can send in whoever I want to, because he is Scarfed. There's no other way he would outspeed me. There's literally no possible way. So, that gives me a great option to go into... No, I'm going to Hazel. Because I can go into whoever I want to here. Because he is forced to switch because of Cursed Body. So, I could go for Ice Beam. Would Ice Beam be helpful at this point? I mean, it wouldn't be bad. I think Ice Beam is my best bet to do. Overall. Because if he goes into T-Tar, then... I'll take the... He's gonna go into Elsa. There's gonna be Guard. Uh-oh. If I freeze him, I'll get frozen. Nope. No freeze. Alright, well now the Garchomp is actually a problem. I think I'm gonna go for Earth Power. See if I can get a special defense drop. He's gonna go for the Calm Wind. How much would... Let's see. Genesis Supernova might do enough to... Well, actually, at +1 special defense it won't. I think this is my time to use it, though. Because provided I don't crit and KO it, I should put it in range for me to take it out with anything but Psychic. It's gonna hurt, but I'll survive it. Well, this will be close. I guess we'll see what happens. Psyshock. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm in a bad position here. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I should have gone into Yuxi. And I might have lived an attack. That's the thing, is I don't know if I would have lived the attack. Just gonna go for T-Bolt. Gardevoir's down, but I feel like I've lost this match already. Well, I don't know what it'll use, but what could I even go into here? I'm gonna go for Avalanche on that off chance to survive. I'm gonna go for Ice Punch. So I sort of expect him to expect me to go for U-turn, and he's gonna go into Garchomp. Probably not, but at this point it doesn't even matter. I mean, I straight up lost. I had nothing to take on Gardevoir. Okay, never mind. Just gonna go into Tentacruel. Why did I say I'd lost already? I mean, I guess Zapdos is the issue for Kate Upton now. If you're physical, you won't like this very much. Yep. I don't know why I'd expect I'd win. And that's it. It's whatever at this point. I had nothing for Scarf Chomp, and then I couldn't do anything to his other Pokemon because I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna. It's whatever. The season's over, so thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you all later.